Please join me in welcoming the star of Stranger by the Lake, Pierre Deladonchamps. Thank you, Emma. He's ready to answer your questions, so please raise your hand if you have a question. If I can't see you, yes, and shout it out. Yes, go ahead.
Is there any body double involved, or
Was there a body double involved?
I should show you that in another place. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, there are body doubles. Yeah, for the 2 sex scenes that when you see actual genital parts, that's not us. Because that's not us.
From...
Sorry?
I've never seen someone naked before.
And what did you feel about that? Oh, that's great.
TIFF's mandate,
Well, for me,
transforming the way people see.
it's a little bit embarrassing because you all saw me naked and I didn't see you, so I would like you all to be naked right now, if it's possible, please. Not all of you, I'm gonna choose.
Questions? Yes.
I've never been like so behind the character who made such bad decisions. But what were your thoughts? Like, were you worried about him being dislikable?
What were your thoughts about Frank? Were you worried about him being dislikable because he's a character who makes what could be considered bad decisions? So, your thoughts?
Yeah, to my mind, someone who makes bad decision is not a bad person. It can just be someone, a human being that makes bad decisions like we all did, I guess. But what I like to this character is that he does that because he's in love. And he doesn't care about what's going on. He just wants to live this unboring life with Michel, I guess. That's what I thought when I read the script.
Yes.
Est-ce que vous savez pourquoi utiliser autant de images sexuelles ouvertes comme ça?
Oh, I'm going to translate that. You asked me why he used so many sex scenes. And you mean naked scene or sex scenes? The sex scene, there are only 2 actually that we really show. The others are simulation that we pretend that we make love. I would say that the director wanted to he wanted to show how it can be when you really have someone you love, to show what the relation, how it is starting and what they do together and how they can gather and maybe start talking before sex, after sex, and so he needed to maybe show what they were living, because it's a very short time, it's like 8 days, and we see what they do together every day. So to my mind it might be that. Yes.
How should we interpret the ending?
How should we interpret the ending?
You should interpret it as you like, because that's the way the director wants it to be. I mean, to be honest, we made 2 endings, and it shows this one because it's the one that sticks the most. Is thought. Yeah, thank you. Sorry?
It's very unsettling.
Unsettling, yeah, because the audience is part of the story. Everybody can make the end itself. It's like the fantasy that everybody can have about the characters. If you don't like him, if you like him, if you want him to be still alive and to gather with Michel after or not. And that was actually the other endings they were gathering.
What was the other one? What was the other one?
The other one is when they finally meet in the night and go together and leave this beach and never come back, I guess.
Escape together, yes.
It was an amazing performance from you. Like, I loved how the film offered a limited perspective that was equivalent to your character, but I was just wondering what the approach of the director was, at least with your main character and also the other characters. Like, did he give you enough leeway to improvise during scenes? Or
absolutely not. There's no improvisation in this movie.
Okay.
Everything was written, and we even had choreographies for the sex simulation scenes because we wanted to be relaxed with that on the set. So during the rehearsal, we made like a choreography of what we are going to do in that scene, this one. It was like a program, and for us it was really good to know what we were going to do, and we didn't want to improvise at all.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, I was impressed that it's all outside, and we can't control the weather. So, what was your production days, and did it, you know, if it was inclement?
Yeah.
Talk about the production and
it was we had 30 days of shooting during 1.5 months of being on the set, and we had only one raining day. For those who don't know, it's the day that you can say we don't work because it's raining today, so we're going to do something inside the studio that we didn't have because there's no studio scenes. So we had only one weather day that we used actually because there was one day really rainy. And sometimes we switched the scenes because of the weather, trying to be like in harmony with what we did before, the day before. It was like very hard for the assistants. They did a really good job because they were saying that don't you worry, we're going to do the 43 because the 44 is too rainy, it's too sunny. And yesterday it was like cloudy, so we need to do this one right now. And it was kind of exciting too, even if a bit hard sometimes to know the lines of another scene and be prepared right now for something you didn't prepare for during the late night, the night before. Sorry.
And it was a small production.
Yeah, very small film. Yeah, very small production. We were like 20, and not that much assistant, no makeup, no hairdresser, no nothing. I mean, just the technical team, the artistical team, the minimum that we could get, and that's it. And that was like I don't know what to say in English. Artisanal. Does someone say? I don't know. It's artisanal. So it's easy. Thank you. We were like a small family doing this film together and trying to do the best of everyone, and I guess that was a great luxury for everyone because a great atmosphere between everybody on the set. Yes?
Presumably you used lots of sunscreen. I did want to ask you about the character that gets his throat cut at the end, and the actor. I thought that was a very appealing performance, and
totally.
You know, and I just wondered, I'm assuming his motivation was to, well, you can tell me what you thought his motivation was to go into the work.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What I think and what we talked about with the director, because we talked a lot about everything, even the things that I was not concerned by, but I was a little bit because I go to see him and there's just a little word, what did you do on what? But Henry, first of all, I love the actor who did this character. His name is Pierre Deladonchamps, and I wish he could be there because he is really an amazing actor and a human being. But his character is like depressive. From the beginning, this guy is thinking about death. He always thinks about that. Is trying to find motivations to be still alive. And works, he has no friends, he's divorced. Even when he comes to for the holidays, he just stays by himself, on the beach, talking to no one, almost no one. And I think he wants to beware Frank. Is that right to say that? No.
Yeah, wary of Frank.
Aware. He wants to aware Frank that Michel is dangerous. So somehow he goes to the woods, not to have sex or anything like that, to be killed by Michel, to show Frank that he is a dangerous person. Because Frank doesn't want to hear that, and even if he hears, he doesn't want to leave him anyway.
Yes, at the back there in the middle.
I'm really interested in how, even though it's an open space, it starts to feel really shading after a while. And you start to feel shocked and the woods and everything. Was that the intention of the movie, to start to make us feel really uncomfortable, even though it's an open space?
Sort of claustrophobic and hemmed in.
Yeah, yeah. The huis clos participates to the intensity of the story, because you don't see anything but what occurs on this lake. Nothing about the character, the background, what they do. What they talk a little bit about it, but not that much. And I think that's like somehow an Hitchcock movie, where the story is focused on just what happens, and no music and nothing to put you into the suspense, but just the way it is filmed, and the silences, and the no music and nothing. And I think, yes, the nature is like the extra character of the movie. Everything participates to make this spot character. The wind, the woods, the lake, the color of the lake, and everything like that.
We have time for one more question? Yeah?
Just going with what you were saying about why Henri goes back into the woods, like even after that morning, what do you think it says about that he's calling Michel afterwards?
That's a big question, and actually I asked this question to the director before doing it, because for me it was very like a bad decision, like the lady said. And actually what we said is that he knows he might die if he finds back Michel, but he doesn't know what to do either if he doesn't find him back, because he's bored. And I mean, this relation is the most important thing he has lived whatsoever.
Yeah, whatsoever. It's all he has left. Yeah.
So I think he wants to find him back, to know, is he going to kill me or not? And I'm going to see if he really loves me, or what he said, I'm not going to do anything to you. When he calls Frank, he said, Frank, I'm not going to do anything to you. And maybe Frank asked himself, well, let's see if it's true or not. And it might be true, actually, because with the other ending, they gather and they go back, and there's not a murder with Frank. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired.
No, fantastic. You're very eloquent in a language that's not your own. Please thank our guest, Pierre Deladonchamps.